Hi, Joseph. Hello, Beth. Treasure Hunter. Hello. David. Hi. Robert Richards checking in. Hello.
I had a pretty good day today at work. I literally got off work minutes ago, and but there's a lot going on. I like it when there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. I was busy all day.
He's like, I like it.
I like to be busy.
Yeah. Well, it's better than being like.
I like to be mentally busy.
Well, that's never happened.
I don't like lugging 2x4s all day long, but I like to be mentally busy.
Yeah, and we got Malin back today. She got, while I was gone.
I'd be the Polaris.
The Polaris. I went and picked up Frankie from school because we had pantry boxes to pass out at church this afternoon. So I picked her up straight from school, and when I came back she's still at youth group. When I came back, I was like, oh, the Polaris is sitting in the front yard. They must have dropped it off.
Yep.
So I'm like, cool.
Yeah, it was funny. The guy showed up, and I heard him show up. I heard the dogs barking. I come walking out, and there's a truck out front. It's got a couple of side-by-sides on it. And one of them's ours. I was like, hey, man, I didn't even know this thing was done. He's like, yeah, I don't even think the ticket's done yet. Somebody told me they just wrapped it up, and I knew where it was going, so I just threw it on the truck since I was leaving.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what was wrong with it yet.
Yeah, we don't even know,
but it runs.
But it runs now, so that's a plus. That's all you want in a side-by-side, right? Is right. For it to run.
I mean, if they forget to send me the bill, bummer, right?
Well, I'm sure Daniel will make sure you get the bill. Don't worry.
I'm sure
he knows where you live.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, it's nice. Like, it's one of those advantages of a small town when there's certain places that you frequent or that know you that are just be like, oh, I'll just run it by.
I know where that's going. I'm about to leave with another delivery. Throw it on the truck.
It's like it's not even paid for yet. It's like, I'll just bring it by. Okay, cool. So I'll have to probably pop into town tomorrow and say, what do I owe you?
Right.
You have that ticket done yet? Because we got the Polaris back.
What do you mean? I thought it was out there in the service yard.
Right.
Nope.
Yeah, Daniel will be like, what?
No.
I know, and I even saw Aubrey Kate tonight. I should have said, like, oh, tell your dad thanks or whatever, but we were so focused on what we were doing. We were busy today, too, because, a week before Thanksgiving, a lot of people needed some extra help this week. And so we were passing out boxes like, we were busier than one-arm coat hanger, just flinging them out. So
one-arm coat hanger.
Yeah.
One-arm paper hanger in a windstorm. I mean,
yeah.
You got to put some effort into those things.
Well, whatever. Close enough. It's been a long day. Plus, I have a mild headache because I went to the chiropractor finally, which was amazing. He was wonderful. And I forget which one of y'all that lives near us recommended this particular doctor, but thank you. I appreciate you because he's great. And his wife's super sweet.
He snap, crackle, popped you.
And she wants to buy chickens from us when we've got chickens going. So I'm like, okay, cool.
We got them on order.
I got them on order. I told her, I was like, I got some on order, but
we got some infrastructure to build.
Yeah.
No doubt about that. Nobody doubt that.
Yes. Hello, Scott Burke. What is going on? Hello, Alabama Constitutional Crusader. That's a mouthful. Dano, what's going on?
Backroad Freedom. Hey, I'm glad you like that ornament. We got a couple of them here that he made for us, and I love them. I think it's cool.
Yeah, so. Frankie and I are fixing to start decorating the tree probably tomorrow afternoon when she gets home from school. I think.
You have a little piece of fuzz.
I thought I felt something. It's probably from the cat rubbing on me.
Probably.
He likes to get up all.
I should have left it there and see if people noticed it.
I don't know if I even got it.
You got it.
Okay. I can't even tell.
Unless you ate it. Either way, you still got it.
Whatever. It's possible. All things are possible. Yeah. Hello, good. John Wiggs, what's going on? Kenny says he's getting ready for Turkey Day this Sunday. So the kids can spend it with the other side of the family on Turkey Day. Very cool. Little early Thanksgiving celebration.
Nice. Steve C got his ornament too.
Auntie Ann, hello.
That's awesome.
Yeah, right on. A couple of you got your ornaments. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, I think we mentioned it on our. Did we mention it only on Sippin' and Spillin', or did we mention it on?
I think we only mentioned it on Sippin' and Spillin'.
We had a friend of ours that doesn't live too far. he has a Ironworks Etsy store, and he decided he was like, I'm gonna make some ornaments. So we've got some 3 Mississippi ornaments on his Etsy store, and I have to post the link again for you guys because I don't have it on here.
Since we're talking about it now, I'll
Yeah.
get the link. In fact, should I go grab one?
Yeah, you can go grab
I'll
one.
go grab
I'll talk
one.
to the people.
Show it to y'all.
Yeah. But it's cool because it's a bottle opener. You could use it as a keychain, and it's got the bottle opener on the bottom, so you don't have to just use it as a Christmas ornament, and it's just kind of cool, especially if you're
Tight squeeze here.
in Mississippi. It's kind of a cool thing. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool, and he made it with his own 2 little mitts. So we like to support, local businesses and stuff like that. So it's 100% his baby. It was 100%. We just kind of said like roughly like, the logo design, and then he just kind of ran with it. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Hello, Beth. What is going on? Hello from Kalamazoo, Michigan. 6 to 12 inches of snow. Oh my lordy, lordy. Southern West Homestead. Hi, guys.
There you go.
Orlando is from Tupelo.
3.
You're lost, Orlando.
3 Mississippi. And right down here is your bottle opener built into the bottom. I don't know if you can see that. The hook.
They probably can. Yeah.
And nice little twine to hang it.
Yeah.
It can be a Christmas ornament. It can be a keychain.
A weapon.
And it's it's handmade and it's made out of steel, and it was designed for us. So
that's just
I think it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's got some cool other things on his shop, like especially you ladies, if you're shopping for, a tricky to shop for husband or something. He's got some really cool wrench racks and things that he makes for like.
I've got his wrench racks in my shop right now, and I love them.
Yeah.
In fact, if
he's got
Auntie
some cool
Anne
stuff too, like some signs that they like, like faith, or like one, he's got a really cool Mississippi sign. I've got 2 of his signs over here. One of them's a hummingbird that he did, and one's a welcome sign that's a cowboy boot. Like he's got all. I bet she can. It was probably like last week's.
Was it Houston Ironworks?
It's Houston Ironworks Etsy.
Yeah.
I know that.
And we have it listed in the links of our sipping and spilling. It was on
one of the sipping and spillings from like a week ago.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Either way, if she can't find it,
we'll post it after this live.
After the live's over.
So you guys can find it. Yeah. But it's just kind of something cool. Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited. I definitely want to get the rest of my, I think I got almost the rest of my Christmas decorations now. And then I've got so Frankie and I'll be decorating and kind of putting the house together hopefully tomorrow. And then I found some Christmas lights, so Mike can put some up on the porch for me. Yes.
Where'd you find them? In boxes?
Oh no, I didn't find them like we had them. I found them like
and you went and got them.
Yes. Sorry, I should have been more clear. And then there was something else I was going to say about that, and it went right out my brain. Oh, and then I got to go through my recipes that I'm making for some things that I'm taking to the neighbors on Thanksgiving morning, and then the stuff that we're going to be taking over to our friend Beth and Ryan's house.
What day of the week is Thanksgiving?
It's always on a Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a little confused because normally we have brunch at their house on Sundays.
Right.
But
this is brunch, not lunch. Normally we do lunch. This is Sunday brunch. There's this distinction. So we'll probably, I'll find out from Lisa. There's a distinction.
Oh, brunch means that there'll be some breakfast items.
No, it's breakfast items, but it's also the time. Like it's probably going to start at like 10:30 or something like that.
Okay.
So we'll see. But say the name of his Etsy again, Nick, please. It's Houston Ironworks, I believe.
I'm pretty sure.
I think Houston Ironworks. I'm pretty sure is what it's called. MT Homestead, what is crack-a-lackin'?
All right,
they're listening while they eat dinner.
Nice.
Right on. Yeah. See, Mike and Terry, they're on a little later this evening. So
yeah, they're on in. They're 2 on hours.
After Full Blown Country's on right after us, and then Mike and Terry. So you can tell them later. You can go, Mike, you got something in your teeth. That's right. They're on at 8:00 Central.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of dinner, I was just texting with Tim from Ridge Life, like right before the live, and I talked to him on the phone.
His tea.
I'm gonna.
Oh.
I'm gonna spill it.
So mean.
I'm gonna spill it. So.
Oh,
who's
Randall
that?
Grantland.
Oh,
What's
Randall.
going on? Just a quick. Just a quick hi tonight. Been busy. About to grab some dinner. I love it.
Thank
Eat
you, sir.
something yummy. Thank you, sir. Eat something healthy and nutritious.
Or just something that tastes good.
Well, that too, I guess. You know.
So yeah, I was talking to Tim while he was driving home, and he mentioned, I'm gonna try to get out in the tree stand for an hour or two before sundown. And so I was like, all right, yeah, man, I'm working anyway. I can't really chat. So I texted him right before we started our live, and I was like, hey, any luck? And he sends me a picture. He got a deer.
Yeah, he did.
Like right before sundown. So good for Tim.
Bad for the deer.
Bad for the deer. But yeah, that's good.
There it is. She got it up there. Auntie Ann just posted it.
You rock,
Ironworks
Auntie Ann.
Houston. She found it. We had the name backwards. Whoops.
Oh yeah.
I think I said Houston Ironworks. I'm not Ironworks Houston.
You rock.
Oops.
So he has all kinds of cool stuff on his Etsy. It's definitely, even if you don't like the 3 Mississippi ornament, which you need to like the 3 Mississippi ornament, you need to buy the 3 Mississippi ornament.
He made a few of them.
Yeah.
He's got some.
We're not, I mean, like, he's not paying us for that. We're just friends. We like him, and he's a good neighbor, and he has a cool skill, and we just want to promote it.
Accurate. So we had our one big first, I think, on the farm this week was Bunko, who you've seen make many appearances. Our new little, I'm not even calling him a barn cat. I'm calling him a porch kitty. Cat. He's a porch kitty because he does go out into the pasture.
Oh yeah, stuff. He was out in the horse pasture when I was over in the shop earlier.
He does go exploring, but he definitely knows when my truck comes home. He comes right to the side of the porch and waits for me to come. He knows when mommy's coming out for her morning coffee. Like, he's got his little like routines down, and if I call him, it doesn't matter where he is. It might take him a second to get to me, but he will come running. So he's
except for when you are bragging that he'll do that. And then
that one time on the video, I think it was because you were standing with me, and he got like he didn't know, but that was like one sipping and spilling that he did that. But yeah, he's a hoot. But he caught his first mouse, and it was like a decent sized mouse. Like, it wasn't one of those little tiny field mice. It was like a big mouse.
Yeah.
And he was messing with it for a good long while.
Oh yeah,
did not have a quick
throwing it for flips and batting it across the porch.
He was having a
letting it go, giving it a little bit of like chance at freedom, and then watching it, and then going and get. I mean, he was. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. But so that was kind of exciting. I was like, okay, good. He's doing something. Mike won't give me a hard time about him.
Hey, you know what? If he starts catching, rodents and feeding himself to some extent, where we got to feed him less, then he's doing two good things. He's cutting down on his food bill.
Yeah, I already
cutting down on pests.
I already noticed, like, he's not eating nearly like he was now that he has access to the outside completely. He's definitely catching and eating stuff. That was just the first one that I saw. He's definitely been catching and eating stuff because I've only been having to refill his food thing, with the exception of when the neighbor's dog came over and ate it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Pyrenees got him some cat food.
Yeah, he did, but now I've moved it so he can't get to it, but only the cat can get to it. But yeah, I've only had to fill it like every other day, and it's a small dish. So he's been getting food somewhere, because not here.
Right.
Hello, Cindy Brown. Yes, thank you. She just posted it as well.
Thank you.
One of your cats brought you a rabbit. Right on, David. I had a mama kitty at our old place when we moved there.
Hello, Jen.
She was like 16, and she used to catch like kits out of the garden. She never brought me like a full-size rabbit, and then I would see sometimes the remnants of rabbits, like pieces of them, like the foot or like the head. But I was like, oh, they got one.
Shout out to Thunderstick.
Yeah.
Thunderstick Homestead. How goes it, amigo?
Hennifer.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's just been like starting to act like winter here. At least like fall.
It warmed up a little bit. We're supposed to, I heard on the radio when I was driving that we're supposed to get a record low for this time of year in like a day or two. It's supposed to get down to 24 degrees.
That's cool.
Which is like a record for this time of year, supposedly, for this area.
That's cold.
So we'll see.
I mean, it's cold enough to snow right now.
Oh, it's not that cold right now. You think?
What is the optimal temperature for snow?
I don't know. What is it?
It's above freezing.
Well, yeah, but do you know what the temperature is right now?
I'd say 38 to 42.
It's 52 right now.
There's no chance it's 52 out here right now.
It was.
No.
Look on your phone, because when I pulled up in the truck said that's what temperature it was.
It's probably what temperature was in the truck.
No, it was not 52 degrees in the truck.
I'll be surprised if it's 52 degrees.
I mean, it was 40 something for part of the day, and then it was like 50. I think it was a high of like 54 today. Do you not know how to use your phone, Michael?
Hey, I don't even have a weather app on my phone.
I do not have a weather app.
I use my computer for everything. I use my phone to make phone calls.
And send deer pictures with Tim.
Text deer pictures. That's
Although
it.
you don't have any deer pictures to text, mister.
Not yet.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, Backer Freedom says that he thinks that 37 degrees
The
was...
high today was 53.
Oh, okay. Well, it's 40 right now. Okay, whatever. It was only 50 something when I was in the car earlier. I don't know. But that was like an hour ago. So I don't know. Whatever.
It's going to be 37 at 8 p.m.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 20. There it is, 25 on Friday.
Woo.
It's supposed to be a record. They were saying 24 degrees on the radio, but
That's
I
crazy.
don't know. That's always plus or minus, right?
Yeah, it feels about 40 right now. You're like,
Yeah.
it's 52, 53. I'm like, there's zero chance.
I don't know. It feels warmer under these lights.
I don't need my ears covered in the 50s. At 40, I'm like, yeah, let's just snug them up into it. Yeah.
Well, I guess I can't tell because I'm like, let's see. I've got my scarf, my big jacket, my sweater.
This jacket's a
shirt under the
perfect.
sweater.
I mean, this is a
I'm
perfect
bundled.
40-degree jacket.
I got my Uggs on.
When it starts getting down in the 20s, then, or when the wind, this thing is not a very good windbreaker, but
No.
if there's no wind and it's 40 degrees, this thing's toasty.
59 here in California, Cindy Brown says.
Wow.
All right.
That's true. Where are you in California?
Auntie Ann said it snowed in parts of Oklahoma a few days ago. I knew that.
Yeah, I saw
That's
that.
nuts, man. I couldn't believe when I saw that. I was like, really?
Yeah, I saw some snow in Oklahoma. Somebody else that's on our channel, Jonathan. I don't remember. Anyway, he posted somebody that posts on a lot of videos, and he posted that it snowed at his place. In Oklahoma.
Oh, 7 inches.
Wow.
7 inches in West Oklahoma they got, says Treasure Hunter.
That's crazy.
Hey, Vineyard Farmhouse. What's up, Brian?
Yeah, Brian's on at 9 o'clock tonight.
He is. I just looked at it too. It took, for some reason, it didn't load on my phone when I was trying to look at it. So I couldn't see who it was. And then I got a brief glimpse of it. And now I can't remember who it was. I'm sure he will say. Who it is. I don't know. I can't remember. I'm sorry. I'm a bad human being.
Bad human being.
Hey, well, being on a mission.
My nose is cold.
They called for snow north of Thunderstick Homestead, but he didn't get it.
I always want to say thunderstruck.
That's what I was just struggling.
Thunderstruck.
That's what I was just struggling with too. That's why I repeated myself, because I was like, wait, what? Dogman is the guest. Dogman, yeah. And I gotta say, a little bit of a spoiler alert, although Frankie doesn't usually watch the lives if she's not in them, so it's fine. If you guys haven't checked out, I know she's doing her first live next Tuesday.
Who?
Brazos Valley Soaps. If you guys, I know you guys know them, like maybe you saw them at Shoot Dang Fest or at one of the meetups, or maybe you've seen Maddie was posting about it from Backwoods Mindset. I had met her at
Are we supposed to go live with him sometime?
Yeah, I have got to talk to him again. He shot me a message that he wanted to, and then neither one of us has followed up. So we just got to nail down a time. He might be thinking like after the holidays, even. I don't know. Whatever, we'll make it work. But anyway, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so she's got like soaps and lotions and bath bombs and chapsticks and all these kinds of goodies. So you gotta go check her out. I put in my Christmas order. So forget that I just had this conversation in front of you. It's kind of hard to do when you do.
Did you order me soap too?
I may have ordered you something.
Trying to tell me I'm dirty?
Well,
Dirty ball.
you said it. No, I'm just kidding. But no, she's got. I love her lip balm. Like I wear that every night at bedtime. I love it. And during the day and stuff. But yeah, so she makes it all with her own little two hands. So you gotta love it. Good stuff, good stuff. So you gotta go check her out too. And she's going live,
How
I
you
know,
know she
next
has
Tuesday.
little hands?
Well, I met her in person. Actually, she's taller than me. But her own little hand, her own two hands. I can't. Everything's little to me, which is weird because I'm little and most people are bigger than me. So I don't know. What are you doing? Why are you flash bombing everybody out there? I don't know what's going on. Yeah. So yeah, see, Auntie Ann loves her foaming hand soap. I love it. I love it. Oh, she just posted her link too. Thank you, Auntie Ann.
Oh, nice.
Roswell Valley soaps. Yes, good stuff. And she got them out fast too, because I put my order in and I got the notification that they were, I think I put the order in on Monday and I got the shipping notification this morning. And I put, you know what I mean? Like it was quick turnaround. So I know she's trying to probably get them all out before the holidays too. So good on her. You're bigger than me, but but you're taller than me. Oh, Auntie Ann, you're silly. You're silly. I don't know. Kimber K, what is going on? Hello. They got 3 inches of snow Monday into Tuesday in southeast Kansas. And there you go.
Hey, when it's cold in Kansas.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, bone chilling cold.
Well, and I think I talked about it on Sippin' and Spillin' one day. I was like, everybody, y'all were warning me about the heat. Oh my gosh, you're not gonna be able to last in the heat. You're not gonna make it in the heat. You're gonna die in the heat. It's so
She loves
hot.
the heat.
I'm like, I'm fine. Y'all did not tell me about the cold to the extent that you should have. I'm just saying.
Right.
It wasn't until I got here that our buddy Ryan was like, you know, it gets really cold here, right? And I was like, does it? And he's like, yeah. When it gets cold, it gets really cold, like bone chillingly cold. And I'm like, because he's like, it's a wet cold. And I was like, oh, okay. And then we had the first hint of that the other day. And I was like, I know what he means now. Like, this is cold. Like, it's a wet cold.
Back rows, 55 people in here, 75 thumbs up.
Oh, yeah.
Go smash that thumbs up.
Happy y'all are slacking. Woo.
Got a room full of slackers. What are you going to do?
That's right. All right. Is Mike's knee hurting? Because he's rubbing it?
No, that's my hand was cold, so that makes my hand warm.
Oh, yeah.
Friction.
Oh, by the way, Sid, it gets cold there. You're welcome. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate you.
Yep.
A little late, but oh, yeah.
Friction.
Oh, by the way, Sid, it gets cold there. You're welcome. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate you.
Yep.
A little late, but luckily before I left, one of my girlfriends gave me a bunch of jackets and sweaters and things that she was like, I'll never wear these because I'm not moving now. She was going to be moving down south, and then she ended up staying in California and getting married. So she's like attached still out there, like she's not going anywhere. So I was like, I will happily take all your warm jackets and sweaters, and so I did. And I love them, and this is one of them. And it's very warm and nice. And I'm happy.
Yeah, you know, you have to drink liquids that have an extremely low freezing point. Alcohol is great in the wintertime, in my opinion.
Cindy Brown says, we didn't warn you about the cold because logic. Well, like, I knew it got hot in the south, and I knew it was humid. Like, okay. And I knew, like, yeah, it snows occasionally. But, like, the type of cold, I guess I just figured it'd be the same where it's, like, you know, back home in the mountains, it would be, like, I don't know, we'd get into the teens at night, but then it would be like, you know, 60 degrees during the day on the coldest days, right?
Yeah, sun to come out and warm up.
If it's, you know, 20 degree, well, we don't know that yet because I haven't been here that long. Let's say it's 28 degrees, then it's like, oh, it's 35 during the day.
Right. It's like it's going to be 35 tonight, and it's 40 right now.
Right. Yeah. So it's like, and this is not bad. Like right now, it's not bad. But yeah, when it gets a little bit of a wind chill, like the wind is going and get that
couple of days we got that wind chill going.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, the wind chill, that is no joke. I mean, it seems like it drops the temperature by 10, 15 degrees at least.
Well, it's like one day it felt like it was it felt like it was 15 degrees colder than the day before, but it was actually 15 degrees warmer, but it was because of the wind being so chilly. Yeah. So it's nuts, man.
The day before it was windier.
Oh, Red Dirt Farm says when you chop wood, you'll warm right up. See, we don't have a fireplace though, so we
Yeah,
have
I'm
no
not
reason to
chopping
chop wood right now. We used to have a fireplace. We used to chop some wood. We don't have that here yet. One of these days we will, but as of right now, we just have the, you know.
I think I'm gonna put a wood burner stove in the shop because it'll be easier than putting one in the house.
Yeah, but how's that going to help heat the house?
It's not.
So I don't understand your
It's
logic.
gonna help heat the shop though.
Okay, that's not happening. That's just you can get one of those little burn pit ones, like I said, and
No,
put
it
it at
needs
the
a
edge.
chimney.
No, at the edge of the shop.
It's my shop. I'll do it.
Michael, we're not putting in a $10,000 fireplace
Why
in
does it
the
gotta be
shop.
$10,000?
I don't know. I'm just picking a number. Everything you wanted so far has been $10,000.
I wish that were true.
Well, that's true. Outside of the one tractor, everything else was like,
Yeah.
it's $10,000. It's $10,000. I know it felt like it. It wasn't. That's not accurate at all. But I'm just saying. I just picked a number. I don't know. A wood splitter. Yes, definitely.
They make them for your PTO, actually.
Oh, David put a 22-volt heater in his shop.
22 volt?
That's what it says.
You sure it doesn't say 240?
It says 22 volts.
Or 220?
22V, unless he typoed it.
A 22 volt heater. That's a random voltage. I bet he meant 220.
Exactly, Tamara Brown. That's what I was saying. She said you could build an outside fireplace on the patio as well. I was thinking about that because there's actually like there's a little spot that's concreted that's like the beginning of like the walkway before you step onto the porch. And I was like, oh, I could even just put one of those little, the little round fire pits that are like metal or clay or whatever.
Yeah.
And just put it
that would
over
work
there.
Right there, actually.
Right. And that's kind of what because it'd be warm enough.
We get some radiant heat off.
Yeah,
of it.
but it wouldn't like smoke you out,
And frankly, a burning barrel right outside the door of the shop would radiate some heat back in. Yeah. But the problem is then the door has to be open. I mean, if you shut that shop up, it would take a lot less energy to make the temperature in there reasonable.
I don't know what to tell you, mister. I'm not overly concerned.
I'm not asking for you to tell me anything, to be honest with you.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know.
Crikey!
Gunga Din says Mike has a good wood splitter. Her name is Frankie. Right? No kidding.
Yeah, David, 220. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's an amp drawn machine right there though. But yeah, it'll heat it up. Our shop's not insulated, so I don't want to throw good money after bad and put a lot of money into trying to heat a very inefficient space.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if I just had a little wood stove in the corner and I just throwing some logs in it every now and then, that doesn't cost anything. I got all kinds of free wood here.
That's right. Auntie Ann says that her husband Mike put a whole household furnace in his shop.
I like this guy.
Right? Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, David Glunt, like a big clay pot burner.
Yeah.
That was like, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. And then just don't make the fire too big.
Right.
Just keep it small.
You got to worry about smoke.
Little smoke inhalation never hurt anybody.
Really?
I'm just gonna see if he was gonna fall for that, but it didn't work.
I mean, depending on how little, but
it didn't work.
That's usually what kills you first.
What about one of those like smudge pots? We'll just put one of those out there, like to keep the rose warm,
Yeah, or a propane burner.
Yeah, something.
Or diesel or kerosene.
How about you just put on a freaking jacket?
Okay.
There you go. You're fine. He wants to add AC to the shop, but she put her foot down on that one. I love it.
I will have AC in part of the shop.
He will. I know he will.
100%.
He has one of those little portable units that used to be in his office at the old house. So
as much as I'm talking about the cold right now, the cold doesn't bother me that much.
Yeah.
I'm fine in the cold. I can work in the shop in the cold. It can be, it's fine. But in the summer, when it's stupid hot, I am not comfortable.
He gets he does not do well in the heat at all. He's like, yeah.
So.
Jason Nightingale, 1999 super chat.
Nice.
1999 and against you knife set. No, I'm just kidding.
Nice.
Thank you, Jason. That's
Appreciate you,
awesome. We
Jason.
appreciate that. Thank you.
That's toward my air conditioner right there, isn't it, Jason?
Oh, please.
It's toward
No.
my shop air conditioner.
Red Dirt Farm says, catch y'all later. He's got pigs to breed. Hopefully you're not the one breeding them. Hopefully
Yeah, no, I was literally going to think for a second before I responded to that, and your filter is just always off.
I have no filter. That's not true. I have bit my tongue a time or two. I just
on purpose.
Like there's certain things I don't bust out and say in certain company, but for the most part, if it flips across my brain cells, it flips out my mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luckily for us, there's only a few brain cells there for it to flit across. So
easy now.
It's not like a major highway.
That's right. Yeah. So what you're saying is inhaling campfire smoke is not suggested, not in a closed building.
Oh man, I saw this guy pass out one time and land in the fire. So, and it wasn't from the smoke. Actually, it was from hyperventilation. But he was down there blowing on that fire, and then he finally got it, burning a little bit, and then he stood straight up, fell straight face first into the fire.
Oh, I remember you telling me that story.
Oops.
That's funny. Yeah.
Very similar to like a shallow water blackout when you hyperventilate, overbreathe.
Joseph says I can get a lot of donkeys for $10,000.
Why would you want $10,000 worth of donkeys?
I don't know, but I'm tempted now.
Don't be.
I'm just kidding.
No. Hey, I found a steer out in our pasture.
Well, we didn't find the steer.
Well, I found it on the trail camera.
Well, that's true. You did. Yeah.
So we found.
Richard says, howdy, neighbor. We bought outside Corinth. Well, howdy.
Nice. We found the what comes out of the south end of a northbound steer in the pasture.
An Irish present.
And I was like, what? We don't have no steers. So I went and pulled the trail cameras from the deer plot, and he was out there for a whole day, just eating my brassicas and my cereal rice.
That's probably the horses. It's down across the way.
No.
Apparently he's just getting up. Here, all your stuff is gonna fall. I don't know.
See those eyeballs right there?
No. I can't see where your thing is. What kind of eyeballs? That dog's going crazy across the way though. And our dogs are going crazy.
I have no idea what that is.
Did you see eyeballs?
Oh yeah, I'm looking at something.
I cannot see what you're looking at. I don't know, guys. I can definitely hear there's something, and then the neighbor's dog is going crazy across the way, and our dogs are kind of barking inside. So I have no idea. They're going crazy. We can hear like something rustling, but the horses were real close to the fence line, our neighbor's horses. So
I don't know. Something's up out there.
Something's going on.
Something's got all the dogs in the neighborhood excited.
Yeah. You just you're like a little whirling Durbin here. He's knocking over cushions and like.
I was on a mission.
Oh my goodness. It is Bigfoot, Auntie Ann says.
It might be. We're in Bigfoot country.
It's that big old panther.
Oh, yeah, right. There's one of them panthers. It's a Georgia panther that made it over here in Mississippi. Yeah. That's exactly what it is. Me without a gun.
Maybe.
Georgia panther.
It's how they move. If horses ain't worried, it's okay. Well, I can't see them anymore because it's pitch black in the pasture, but I could hear them, and I saw them earlier when we first started the live. They go right at the fence line, and they kind of stay out in the pasture.
Yeah, but they're not now because I just hit the fence line.
I mean, I don't know where they are now.
But down there,
you could hear rustling and stuff.
There's something that's got eyeballs that are about this high off the ground. It's about the height of a panther.
Oh, it's not a panther.
Or like a Bigfoot's doing like
squats or army crawls.
He's doing an army crawl under the fence.
You're a lot. Mr. Bunko, come here. Don't go towards the sound of danger, Mr. Bunk.
Well, we don't know if that's the sound of danger.
Well,
it's just a sound.
You know? Oh, Auntie Ann said she might be right. It might be a snipe. Very well could be.
How many of y'all in this room know what a snipe is?
There is actually a bird called a snipe. believe it or not.
And there's a snipe hunting season.
Yeah, but it's also.
But that's not the snipe
that most people refer to when they talk about snipe hunting. Drew's lens, what's going on?
How many of y'all in this room know what a jackalope is? Also a real thing.
It is not a real thing. It is not a real thing. Hey, Deep South Homestead, what is going on? My cat is doing.
I was watching actually several of your videos this week, over the last week. I'm trying to really upscale my game this year with the farming, with the planting, and there's a lot that you guys are doing that I'm feeling.
Trying to emulate.
I've been looking at plows. I've been looking at plows that I can make rows with. I was watching your onion video, and those rows that you made. You didn't show making the row in that video, but I'm sure if I go back through some of your videos, I'll see what you used. But that was a perfect row, and I could tell it was done with something that you drug behind the tractor. That's what I need to do. I need to be able to do.
You get there.
I'll get there.
You're so used to. He's used to doing on a smaller scale with the planting and in boxes and
raised boxes in the backyard.
So it's different.
Now I've got at least I could do 10 acres of garden if I wanted, which I
technically you could do 45 acres of, no, maybe not 45, maybe like 40 acres of garden.
No, yeah,
but I wouldn't let you.
That's a lot of work.
Oh, they're getting ready to make cane syrup tomorrow.
I saw him talking about the cane syrup and something about the wind. It was too windy, so they couldn't cook it. So we'll have to watch that. I'm actually going to be running the pressure canner tonight for the first time since we moved here.
Yeah.
I got some meats in there that I'm gonna get into some jars and get them pressure canned. And I've got my ferments going now. I feel like,
we're starting to get into our groove again. We're baby steps. We're getting there.
Yep. I've got seeds going on heat mats in the shop. I have kale. I have collards. I have Brussels sprouts. I have, what else is there? Chard, broccoli. Yeah, I started a bunch of seeds, and they already popped up. So it took them like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
So now I set my lights up today. So I'll get them going for a good 2 weeks under lights, and then start acclimating them to the cold, and then I'll put them out.
A disc tiller, but I think maybe he meant disc tiller, and not a
disc
hiller.
Tiller.
Oh, it says disc hiller. So is that something different? I am not savvy when it comes to the gardening thing.
A hiller. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know, but your phone's over there giving me like a seizure.
Okay, I'll look that up. A disc killer. So I saw something on, I think it was Titan that makes it. One of the companies that makes it. It's just a bar, and it connects to your 3-point, and it's got 2 discs that are essentially they're gonna pull the dirt into the row, and you can adjust them. And then there was one, I think it might be the hiller they called it, that goes in the middle. And then there's 2 more that drag behind, like where the tires are, just to kind of break that up. And it looked pretty straightforward, pretty simple, and pretty effective. So I was going to watch some more videos about that and see people actually using it. But yeah, I'm going to need something like that next in the spring for sure. And between now and then, I need to get some silage tarps down there. You're going to see,
Kill the weeds.
We're posting a video this weekend where I jumped the gun Friday, and I got a couple of garden rows going, and I didn't silage tarp it, and I went down there and just tilled the ground with the grass in it, and so all that roots and stuff is in and it's just really hard to manage, but it is what it is. I was in a hurry. I took some shortcuts. I got some.
Well, it was it was a last minute. It wasn't like he was planning on doing this. It was we randomly fell into some strawberry.
Like 100 strawberry bare roots.
Right, from a friend of ours, and
so
he was like, "Okay, I can't pass these up, but now I got to get them in the ground."
Yeah. So but I need to now get some silage tarps out there and tarp out the area that I plan on gardening in the spring.
Right.
so that I can get rid of that. And I did watch your video, another one of your videos about where you ran the sample between silage tarping with black and what they call, I think they call it like photo or with clear. And the idea is that, you know, I've heard people talk about that, how the idea is that the heat through the clear is supposed to get high and kill stuff. And I was glad to see you run that test so that I don't have to, because it clearly did not work. And I think you said the black one was even effective against nematodes, which is impressive. So yeah, I'm gonna get some silage tarps down there in the next, probably within the next month. I think as cold as it is, it's gonna take a while for those to get the job done. But I'd like to have that ground ready to rock and roll in the spring.
Is that shooting stars there, Dano? Tonight and tomorrow night, they're supposed to be shooting stars. Is that
Where
what
at?
that is? I don't know. I'm just going by his emojis.
Oh.
I don't know. 2 to 4 days before he says he sprays before he's gonna tell. That was David.
2 to 4 days.
That's what I think. That's what it said.
With Gly?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, I'm trying not to use the Gly if I don't have to. On the garden areas, I don't mind using it out in the deer food plot areas, but on the garden, I'm trying not to use it. I'm gonna try this silage tarp concept and see if I can get away with just going with no chemicals and have an efficient garden plot. So
yeah, I think we're gonna make some jam with the strawberries.
Strawberries?
Yeah, sorry, somebody was saying make strawberry shortcake. I'm sure we'll use some of them fresh for things, but yeah. I think we're gonna probably do a lot of like jam and preserving.
There's 2 varieties there, and I forget the names of them, but I got 50 or 60 plants in each variety, and one of them is a very typical June bearing variety. You get it in the fall, you get some roots established. I got some frost row covers that I'm gonna put over it to keep it from freezing, and then it's like a determinate, you know, like a determinate tomato where the whole, you know, the whole bunker crop comes in at once. And then the other variety, which I can't remember the name of it, is, I think they refer to it not as indeterminate, but as everbearing. I think when you're talking about the strawberries, but it'll be putting out strawberries all the way through until fall next year. So that's exciting. You know, we've never really grown strawberries.
No.
We've never done strawberry jams or jellies or preserves.
But when he did grow strawberries, it was when Frankie was like a toddler. They never made it in the house, and the strawberries were like that big.
Yeah, we had like 2 or 3 plants in the garden in between some other things, and we would just eat them when we went out in the garden.
Yeah. I mean, Frankie was like 2, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, she thought it was fun. You know, they just got there and grab a strawberry and eat it, and she'd eat all the carrots half the time before they made it in the house.
But I mean, 100 plants at potentially a quart per plant. That's enough strawberries to do something with.
Yeah.
So, for sure.
That's true. That is true. Yes, Auntie Ann says Bunko takes his biscuit kneading seriously. He does. He definitely does. He will.
Oaks in the house.
Some biscuits. What's going on?
Let's see here.
I'll let you read because I'm too far back now and I have a cat on me.
Outdoor adventures with Carrie?
Yes, I think that's right.
Oak. Hey, listen.
I think that's right.
Y'all go check out her page. Somebody drop out.
If Brian's still in here from Vineyard. I know.
Well, she's in here right now. I just saw.
No, I know, but I know he like. Well, she could drop it herself.
Yeah, she does some cool, some fun, playful stuff with Backwoods too. They got a cool little thing they've been doing with. I'm not gonna spill it. I'm just saying, y'all go check out her channel. If Auntie Ann house, if you can put a link to her channel down there, Oak. I like that.
Oh, it's a meteor shower. I can't read what it is from here because I'm blind and I'm leaning too far back. But a meteor shower peaks this week, so you should be able to see it falling from the sky.
Somebody said persimmons are easy to grow too. Here's the thing about persimmons, man. Those things are on a big old tree, and it takes that tree a while to get to the point where it makes persimmons, and then
Auntie Ann just posted it.
They don't actually put out persimmons every tree every year. So,
oh, 2,4-D is a weed killer. Not, I thought he was saying 2 to 4 days. 2,4-D is a weed killer.
Okay.
posted for you. I don't know. I'm sitting back. I can't see the screen that well, so some letters and numbers are not coming across well to me. But I can't disturb.
Yes, it's Carrie. Okay. I knew that like weeks ago when I first saw you on Vintage's channel, but then everything's just been going by Oak, so then I totally forgot what it stood for. But I was going through your little sign that you got hanging there in my mind, and it was like, okay, what would be a good O? Outdoor. Okay, adventures. All right. Carrie's a common K name, so let's rock and roll.
There you go.
I haven't used 2,4-D. It probably has Gly in it, I'm guessing. But yeah, I try not to use. I try to use as little chemicals as possible. I don't find that it's possible to not use them at all, and I think that it's BS to lie to people and tell them that I don't use them at all. But I try a lot of things first. I love boiling water for weed control where I can use it. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do. When you get a really bad infestation of certain bugs, sometimes there's nothing you can do. Oh, unless you're willing to scrap that crop, you know. But you got quiet.
Oh, I was just. I'm sorry. You were just talking.
I was over here motor mouth.
I have a cat butt in my hand because the problem was he came over and sat on this hand, and then I had to move my arm. So now I'm levitating his butt, if you can see it with my left hand, and I'm afraid if I put it down, he's gonna get sad. So he's very comfortable. I'm trying not to disturb him.
Yeah,
he's
Tiger.
A spoiled cat.
I do love persimmons, and we have a few persimmons trees on the property, and I know where at least 2 of them are. So, but you know, the persimmons are way up there, so I don't see climbing to get those. They're good sized trees, and frankly, I'm not going to stand underneath of it and wait for them to fall. So for the most part, the animals are going to get those. But I do like persimmons, and if I happen to be out there when I hear one drop, I'm gonna eat it right now for sure. Every time.
Yeah, that's true. I know. I got real excited one year. They had them at the store, like not too far from our house, and I was like, I got all these persimmons, and I like made scones with them for him.
Oh, you got to be careful eating those before they're ripe, though. There's a point where they turn, and you can get it wrong. They look ready, they feel ready, they smell ready. They pucker you up.
Yeah. Well, you know.
We had a ton of persimmon trees in East Tennessee where I grew up. I mean, a ton. Super hardwood, high quality wood. They make like golf club heads and rifle stocks and all kinds of stuff out of that.
You get lockjaw out of persimmons, or did I miss something over there? I just saw somebody put lockjaw. I don't know.
That's probably the puckered face.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, you get lockjaw from like.
You're in charge
metal.
of reading because I'm
rusty metal.
I'm leaning too far back and I can't lean forward right now because
Beth and Pat and Jennifer are saying hello to each other. Let's see. Yeah, it will suck the water out of your mouth. That's exactly right. It's no joke.
Okay, my other daughter.
Berry. Let's see. What berry are we talking about? An Oregon berry. Yeah, you know.
Oh, Marionberry probably.
You got to be careful about trying to grow things that are supposed to grow farther north in the south and trying to grow things that are supposed to grow farther south in the north. Even onions, like we can't grow, you know, long day onions here. We have to grow, you know, onions that can grow in the number of daylight hours that we have during the grow season. But we definitely can grow onions through the winter. And in fact, I grew onions through the winter last year at our old place.
We had onions that were just ready when we left that we gave to some friends.
On the video that I watched just the other day on their channel, they were planting onions, you know, in the fall. And he made a reference in the video. I think it had been filmed a week or so before when it was posted.
Oh, Empty Homestead, yes, go get those grandkids ready so you can be ready to do your live at 8 o'clock. Yes.
Short day onions, Zone 8B sounds about right. I haven't looked it up yet. Zone 8B. Yeah, that's probably about right. And I think the really coldest part of the winter here is probably, I'd be surprised if it's more than 3 or 4 weeks longer than at our old place.
Miss Wanda's in the house.
I'll bet I'll bet you I'm growing.
Come up here, Miss Wanda.
Oh, Miss Wanda from
Will's mama.
Will's mama. What is up, Wanda? How many deer you put in the freezer so far, Miss Wanda?
I wonder if she got that buck yet. I don't know. I didn't hear anything about it yet, so I don't know.
Deer Slayer's in the house, Ridge Life.
Ridge Life.
Come on. You get that thing dressed out and hanging already? That's nice, man. Yeah, I'm proud. I'm happy for you. You know, there is nothing like the feeling of putting dinner on the table, whether it's going out and harvesting food out of the garden that you grew, or whether it's, you know, processing an animal that you raised, or going out and harvesting an animal off of your land. There is nothing like that feeling. Just knowing that I provided this food for real. I didn't go to the grocery store.
Yeah, no, I love. That's one of the things that I'm kind of, I guess, jonesing for right now that I miss is I don't have a bunch of meat walking around in my backyard right now like I'm used to. So it's really weird for me to not just open up my freezer and have a plethora of different kinds of meats that I've raised or hashed or whatever.
You got a lot of meat walking around in your backyard right now. It's just not meat that you raised.
Not meat that I
There's
like
so many
walk
deer
up
back
to,
there.
grab, and like wring its neck. Like, you know what I mean? So it's very different. And you guys know what I mean. Like, it's just a very different thing when you don't have all that and you're used to having a certain supply of things. So it is very strange for us being people that like to be prepared and being people that like to be more self-sufficient. It is weird right now. We're in this weird limbo of kind of starting over, and we know that it's going to be for the better, and we know that we're going to get to the point and beyond where we were before, but right now it's just in this weird, like, you're just waiting, you know? So it's yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I got my meat birds on order for later in the season. I've got, you know, I've got things happening later down the road, but I'm just itching to get that coop done.
Yeah, Ridge Life. Tim talking about how it's cold enough that he can actually hang his deer, which is great. I mean, when I was a kid,
took them in. You had veggies over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, because you used them. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sucked. We didn't have room in the fridge. So
I just put the veggies out on the porch in some food grade tubs.
Yeah, it was like 30 degrees out here.
It was cold.
Yeah, it was cold.
And yeah, I mean, deer. You know, when I was a kid, you just hang a deer in the woodshed because it's cold enough. But here, you know, during bow season, I could see how you can't hang a deer.
You couldn't hang.
Yeah, it was too warm.
Yeah, it was too warm.
But come December, if I whack a deer, I'll be able to just hang it in the shop. And yeah, I love that. You know, to me, deer it's got to be hung. It's got to be hung. People say, oh, you can quarter it out and you can age it in a cooler, but for me, it's got to be hung. It's got to be hung through rigor mortis and back out, and that can be 7 days. You know.
What does he say? I had to remove the head though to get tested for wasting disease.
Yeah, he's getting it tested for CWD.
Oh, was it having funkiness on it that you thought?
No, he gets all of his deer tested.
Really?
Yeah, because up there he's farther north than us, and they have
it bad.
I mean, I don't know how bad, but they have it.
No. It's not supposed to be harmful. From what I've read, it's not supposed to be bad if you whack a deer and eat the meat that of a deer that has wasting disease. But
I've read the same thing that it shouldn't be harmful to people, but
they also don't have any clinical evidence to back it up one way or the other. So
for a long period of time.
Yeah. So I'm like,
so
I get what you're doing.
Probably about 20% of his deer have been positive for wasting disease.
Oh wow.
2 out of 10.
Wow.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. That's nutty McNutterson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Testing allows what?
Has there even been a case in Mississippi? I believe there has.
There hasn't, but it's not very prevalent down here.
Yeah, it's not really down here yet. It's probably in fact, there was a website where you can go and look and see where there have been some cases,
and I mean, all the deer that we've seen, I mean, they look super healthy. I haven't seen. I mean, I know when they get more advanced, you see the sores and stuff. But
when they first get the disease, you probably can't tell.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's kind of like with like poultry, like when you're doing meat birds, there's that I just went out of my brain because I'm tired, but you know, they get that green muscle, what they call it, green muscle disease or something like that. And it's simply just because of the way that they grow and people get like turned off by it, but it's like it's completely fine to eat and it's not a big deal. It just looks unsightly.
I don't think I'm gonna eat
And it's caused
green
by
muscle meat.
you've eaten it before. You don't even know you've eaten it. I fed it to you before and you lived. Huzzah.
I'm about to pour this on you.
But it's like not a big deal. But people that like don't know that like this is what it can look like, they get all freaked out. So I imagine to some degree wasting disease might be kind of the same. I mean, yes, would I want to know that I was eating a deer that looked like it was covered in sores and boils and
No.
part of like the pestilence brigade? No. But
No.
if I didn't know and I ate it, would I don't know, like whatever. Would I be able to tell? Would I grow a third eye? I don't know. Probably not.
At least then you'd be able to see where you're going a little bit better. Come on, you run into everything all the time.
That's not accurate. I don't run into everything.
You run into a lot of stuff.
I do run into a lot of stuff, but I've gotten better about. I used to try to walk around without my glasses on sometimes at night if I got up in the middle of the night to do something. I don't do that now. Now I put my glasses on because I used to thump into the wall a lot in the middle of the night. So I don't.
Okay, so yeah, Robert quarters them out and stands the quarters up in the bottom of the fridge. Which, you know, if I had a second fridge in the garage, which we've been looking for.
Yeah, you never told me what happened with all that.
I found one that I liked, but then it was far away, and I wasn't committed.
Clearly, his commitment issues.
But yeah, in fact, the one I found was like
3-minute warning.
Like one of the big restaurant ones that has 3 sliding doors, and it could completely replace my need to build a cold room. I could cure meats in that thing.
We're still waiting for Drew's Lens to meander down to Mississippi for a visit. We're still waiting for Tim, instead of driving by, to actually stop.
Oh yeah, Tim's got no excuses, man.
Yeah.
That dude, like literally, drive 20 minutes from us.
Yeah.
And you know,
he's got to stop.
Yeah.
You got to stop next time.
Actually, Tim's only probably 2.5 hours away. He's not that far away.
No, he's probably more like 3 hours away.
Well, it depends on how you go. If you go through Memphis, but he's east of Memphis, so why go through Memphis? I bet you he's only. I
don't know. He probably knows how far away he is. He's probably MapQuested it or Googled it. I don't know.
Stalker.
Such a stalker. I don't know. I can't read what that says. Slaving. What does it say? Slaving on the lady truck.
On the lady truck? Yeah.
Yep, that's what it says. I'm sorry. I'm like, I can't lean forward because you're even closer. So
he's 2.5 hours in Mississippi State, which is 30 minutes past that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, well, 40 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. 45. Cool. You come down for lunch.
Yeah.
Oh. So, hey guys, it is
that time.
Fast approaching 7 o'clock.
So I think I didn't see any posts today, but maybe YouTube was glitching. But I believe Full Blown Country is still tonight at 7. But I could be wrong. Maybe not.
We'll find out in a few minutes, won't we?
If not, make sure you then tune in for MD Homestead, Mike and Terry at 8 o'clock, and then 9 o'clock you got Brian at Vineyard Farmhouse that's going to be on, and everybody's going to be living their best life. I don't know if Full Blown Country's on tonight, maybe, because I didn't see them tonight, and I didn't see him post anything today. So I don't know, but I hope everybody has a wonderful, blessed rest of your week. I hope you're gearing up for some wonderful family time, and I hope that you also do something this week or next week to maybe give back a little bit and, really realize, how blessed and thankful you are, and maybe give back to your community.
Find out if your church is doing, some program like that, and go volunteer. Give them a day.
Yeah. All right, guys. Have a great night. We love you. We will see you tomorrow on Sippin' and Spillin'. Bye.